Internet money, bitch!
Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome to the Balance University podcast. I'm your host, Nick Kostulas. Today, I want to go over a video that I feel is super important that I really want to rank in the YouTube algorithm. The title of this video is "You Are Not Depressed. Stop It." Well, I was just going through like the most popular videos when you type in depression because I want my video to pop up in the suggestion box to the videos with millions of views. So I decided to copy the same title as Prince EA. You are not depressed. Stop it. So in this video, I wrote up, how you guys can deal with depression. I'm going to go over it. I'm going to go through everything that I put in this video. This video is going to give you actionable steps to go about defeating your depression today. I can help you in this video that much, seriously. So, controlling your mind is everything. Everything. Controlling your thoughts and taking like absolute control of your life is like the most important thing, and I can't stress that enough. So in this episode of the podcast, I'm going to read to you what I wrote down. I have a couple questions for you. I have some things that are just straight up that you need to do. I have actions that you can take, things that you have to start doing, and things that you have to stop doing. So let's jump right into it. So first paragraph I wrote, thoughts are clouds. Think of your thoughts that you have in your head like a cloud outside, right? Or you ever see when people are having thoughts, like in books, like picture books, when somebody has a thought, it pops up in like a little cloud, right? So think about it like that. Think about your thoughts like clouds. Now, what happens with clouds? Sometimes it's rainy, sometimes your thoughts are really depressing, they're very negative, everything is just negative, honestly, without lack of a better word. Or it's nice, you don't have any clouds. It's a clear, nice, focused mind that you have. Think of your mind like the sky, okay? How do we get to the clear mind? How do we get those clouds out of there? Well, you gotta let them pass. You know what I'm saying? Don't focus on one cloud, just go through it. If it's raining, whatever, like feel what you need to feel. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever it is that you're going through, just feel it. It's okay. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to teach you that the majority of what you're doing though, and you're grieving, whatever it is that you're doing through your depression, I'm going to show you practical ways that you could literally take from this video to help you get over whatever it is you're trying to get over. Because I know you probably hate the fact that you feel depressed. So I'm going to ask you guys a few questions. So ask yourself, do you control your thoughts? Yes or no? Do you have monkey mind? In other words, do you have the ability to stop thinking when you choose to? Now, if the answer was yes, you do control your thoughts, but you can't turn off the monkey mind. You can't stop thinking, right? It's a little weird. Do you ever like to sit down and think about it? Overthinking is like the biggest problem that we have on the planet at the moment, and that's why everybody is depressed, because nobody can stop thinking. Everybody's basically suffering from the same thing, except it's considered normal because everyone's going through it, except for a few people that are mindfully aware of it. They're mindfully aware of how to get out of your head, to have a clear mind, to get the monkey mind to shut the fuck up. There's a way to make it shut up. There's a way to control it. There's a way to take back your power, okay? So right now, you feel like shit because you got negative thoughts running on a loop in your brain like NASCAR, over and over and over and over and over and over. Now, what I want you guys to do is to stop identifying with those negative thoughts. I'm going to take you guys back to my high school days on the baseball field. This is how I cemented how my thoughts were directly correlated to everything. Everything. Like, I literally figured this out in one day. So, 2 days. 2 days. So I had my lowest low and my highest high back-to-back days for baseball. So when I was in 11th grade, I was on the baseball team, and like 7 games into the season or whatever, we're playing against our rival Newfield, right? And I literally got benched because I couldn't hit, and I came into pitch. Our team was winning, right? I came into pitch to close it out. I gave up a freaking grand slam. I literally remember crying on the bench and my dad telling me to man up. So that was literally like the lowest low of my life as a baseball player. That night I went home and I watched a video on Evan Longoria about the mental game of baseball. And literally, because I was so depressed I couldn't sleep, I was just looking up YouTube videos, and that video popped up in my suggested, and I watched it. That's what I did when I was in 11th grade. And what happened the next day was absolutely incredible. I was put in the lineup after being benched. I hit 2 home runs, and I went 4 for 4, and I was in the newspaper. Dope. Like, it's my first post on my Instagram. Think I'm lying? Check it out. I was able to do that, and it was just like the craziest high that I've ever had in a baseball field. And the day before I had the lowest low. Like, that shift, that one video changed my life, is what I'm trying to explain to you guys. I grew like exponentially from that one video, because then I realized how important being mindful and just putting on my batting gloves and walking up to the batter's box and being in the moment, not worrying about what I'm doing at the plate, and I'm just focusing on the pitcher and the ball. From that point in my life, everything started to go upwards for me. Mind you, I had an awful experience my senior year because of my I had a horrible trip on a psychedelic drug that probably should have made me not play baseball that year, but I ended up playing through it. I'll go into that. That's another video that I can make. But I went through some PTSD from having a bad shrooms trip. And once I was like waking up, once I was going through like my spiritual kind of awakening, I kind of went through that at the same time I was having the PTSD. So yeah, after that horrible shrooms trip, I literally, like, it was hell. I couldn't think for myself. I couldn't control any of my thoughts, and it was fucking terrifying. Okay? I'd been there. I know what it's like to have extreme paranoia, anxiety, depression. And I went to therapy. I went to a psychiatrist. I was going to get prescribed antidepressants, and my intuition told me not to take it. Thank fucking God. Thank fucking God I listened to my intuition. My intuition, something told me, I was like, I'm going to get hooked on this fucking shit. And the only way I'll ever be able to think clearly is if I take this pill. But what happens if I don't want to take this pill anymore? What are the repercussions of that? Am I just going to never deal with my problem? I'm going to sweep my problem under the rug and deal with it later in life, or I'm going to deal with it right the fuck now. So I decided not to take those antidepressants, and I read books. That's the only reason why I know what I know. I read books. I'm not anything special. I just put in work. I look up stuff that's interesting to me, and at the time I desperately needed some books to teach me how to get out of my head, because I was trapped. I was dealing with some awful PTSD from the shrooms trip. So what I learned from a book called Super Brain, I highly recommend it. Look it up. I want you guys to stop identifying with negative thoughts. Force yourself to think positive thoughts. Like, seriously, force yourself to do it. Over time, through neuroplasticity, your brain will start to think positively on autopilot, the same way it feels like your negative thoughts are on autopilot. autopilot. Remember how I said your thoughts are kind of like the NASCAR, right? You're just going like on and on and on and on and on and on. Negative thoughts on a loop. Well, that's because the way our brains work, our brains are literally programmable. If you read Superbrain, I don't know shit. I read the book called Superbrain, and I'm just regurgitating. I don't know if I'm even using the right vocabulary. Whatever. I'm just telling you what I learned from the book. Our brains, literally, are constantly changing. We're constantly making new neural pathways. And how it's done is through repetition. Repetition is everything. What you say to yourself on a consistent basis is what your brain is going to go back to on autopilot. If you constantly say to yourself, I'm not worth it, I'm not enough, I'm not good enough, I don't look good, I don't feel good, I can't compare, I'm looking at people on Instagram and I feel like shit. Like, if you got that mindset and that's what you're thinking about and that's your thought loop, your brain is just going to instantly just keep going to it. It's going to keep going to it. Be very fucking careful about what you think about. Because if you're thinking negatively, repeatedly, your brain is programmed to be depressed. All you got to do is undo the program by forcing yourself to think positively with affirmations. Why I keep telling you to force yourself to think positive is because over time, your brain's going to be like, well, you know, I guess I am enough. I guess I wouldn't want to be anybody else. I guess I do find myself attractive. I do find myself amazing. I do have an amazing body. I do have talents, and I am so blessed to be, you know, athletic, or I'm so blessed to be smart. I'm so blessed to be X, Y, Z. I'm so blessed too. I'm so blessed too. If you get that on repeat every time you feel a negative thought coming, or if you have a negative thought, be like, nope, caught you. Go back to that positive feedback loop. And this is going to create new neurotransmitters, new neural pathways to create a new brain where you're going to think positively on autopilot. Now, I've laid out the actions you need to take for you guys. So start doing these things and stop doing these things. Start exercising. When you feel like shit, you're having negative thoughts, this is a way that your body is trying to tell you to get outside and move. Start exercising. You release the highest high, the best drug you could possibly take is a great workout. The dopamine and serotonin that will go off in your body after doing an hour's worth of getting your heart rate up is monumental for getting out of depression. Work out every day, 3 days a week. Do strength training 3 days a week. Do some sort of cardio. I recommend long walks or sprints. Don't jog or go on the bike. And then one day, take a day off for yourself to recover. So I'm a certified personal trainer. I currently don't have any online courses, like instructional courses on how to teach you guys how to work out. But you can take my word for it if you want. Here's a couple, pictures of what I look like. The reason I'm able to do this is because when I was 18, I was a personal trainer at a gym. My personal training certification expired, so I can't, tell you, oh my God, like I'm certified, but did the knowledge go away? No. The course that I took had nothing to do with the test that I took that I passed to get my certification anyway. So, that being said, I'm more than qualified to show you how to get in shape. And if you believe me, or if you don't believe me, just look at my testimonials. Who knows what they're talking about? People with results. Okay? So, I can teach you guys how to exercise properly. It's very simple. It's very, very simple. So, if you do want me to coach you, if you want one-on-one coaching, all you got to do is sign up for a free 15-minute call. Links in the description. All right, the next thing you need to start doing is you need to get into nature, okay? Get outside. Get the medicine from outside. When you're inside all day and you're trapped in your Wi-Fi, I got a smart TV that's connected to the Wi-Fi. I'm reading off an iPad that's connected to Wi-Fi, and I'm filming on a phone that's connected to Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi, Wi-Fi, Wi-Fi. This is frequencies that are hitting my brain, that are that are creating clouds in there. They're creating a shit ton of sporadic thoughts. When I go outside and I exercise, I'm able to clear the clouds. I'm able to get the focused thoughts. I'm able to receive information. I'm able to get that intuition. I'm able to tap into nature. Like, you know, nature is so powerful and it's so healing. So if you're dealing with depression, go the fuck outside. I'm so serious. Next thing you got to do, eat healthy. Just don't eat garbage. Cook your food. Don't buy it at the fast food place. Go figure out, learn how to grill chicken, learn how to steam vegetables, learn how to make some rice. Do those things. Make the majority of your diet that. Don't deprive yourself. Eat pizza now and again, but hear me out. Cook your food. Make healthy shit, and you'll feel amazing, okay? The next thing to start doing is start meditating. Start meditating. I always tell everybody, think of meditating as the bench press for your stress and anxiety muscle. You gotta fucking work on it. Sometimes you gotta start with just the bar, because you don't know how strong you are yet, and if you're a fucking beginner to meditating, you gotta remember when you just started at the gym. You didn't pick up fucking 225 the first day. You did not at all. You started from nothing. The same way you got to start meditating from nothing. The world, the media, TV, nobody's ever going to tell you to meditate. Because why would somebody who profits from you being asleep and want you to know how to meditate? Why would the school system want you to know how to meditate? You know, they want you to be an employee. That's what they're teaching you how to do. You know, they're teaching you an old education system from the Industrial Revolution that is teaching you how to be an employee, how to be a worker, how to be basically asleep, not aware. Start meditating and your whole life will absolutely change. If you have depression and you've never meditated, you probably have depression because you never meditated. You got to start meditating, okay? Start following your life's purpose. If every single day all you do is watch TV or play video games and you don't really do anything and you don't really feel like you're making a difference in anybody else's life, think about how you can help the world. And then make a YouTube channel and teach something. And you'll feel amazing. That's why I make these YouTube videos. I make these YouTube videos because it makes me feel like I'm making a difference in somebody else's life. It gives me purpose. It doesn't matter how much money I make. I had the thought the other day. I was like, I have everything equipment-wise I can ever want. I have all the clothes I could ever want. Like, I have everything. Money doesn't mean absolutely anything to me. Getting a Rolex or a Lamborghini is not going to improve my life at all. After meditating, you realize the materialistic world is just a trap. It's consumerism. It's, you know, the more money you make, the more problems you have. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I do care about making money. I do care about being financially free. But money doesn't equal happiness at all. What equals how to get to being happy is being fulfilled and being on your life's purpose. You know what I'm saying? So my life's purpose is to increase the consciousness of somebody who's depressed. I'm going to teach you how to get out of it. All right? And I'm not trying to sell you anything. You know what I'm saying? The same way a doctor is very, very conveniently telling you to take prescriptions after looking at your brain diagnosis, and he can just give you a prescription of anything, any antidepressant. It's so convenient that he would just jump to the fact that you need to take a drug when he probably's never meditated a day in his life. You know what he did? He went to med school, and he figured out, you know, how to make money for being a doctor. And there's nothing. I'm so grateful for doctors. If I ever break my leg or need open heart surgery, I'm going to be so grateful for my surgeon. My point is, to the psychologists and the psychiatrists that are just jumping right to here, just shove these antidepressants down these kids' throats, or down these, you don't have to be a kid, you could be any age. Oh my God. You know what I'm saying? fuck those people, in my opinion. Like, I could show you how to get over your depression and your anxiety and how to be the best version of yourself through a YouTube video. Through this YouTube video, you don't got to get into any of my Balance University courses. You don't got to pay me $1. All you got to do is tell me a year from now that you've been practicing what I've been preaching in these videos, that it helped you. Bro, I'll be happy. I could die tomorrow and be fucking happy. You know what I'm saying? That's my purpose. That's what I'm here for. And I'm never going to tell you to take a drug. The same way all these psychiatrists and psychologists will tell you to take drugs. All these big artists will tell you to take drugs. Billie Eilish, take a Xanny. Xanny. Take all these fucking pills, take lean, take all this bullshit to deal with your problems. You're just sweeping your problems under the rug, and you're gonna be miserable the rest of your life. Promise you, unless do what the fuck I say in this video. Alright, now the things you need to stop doing. Stop looking at your social media feeds. Your social media feeds are controlling you. It's an artificial intelligence trying to keep you there as long as possible, because your attention equals currency, and your energy is vital for these companies. They love sucking your energy. They're energy vampires. That's what I like to call them. You know what I'm saying? Google, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. Stop looking at your feeds. I'm not saying get off YouTube. I love YouTube, but I make sure whatever I want to watch, I search. I'm taking control of my life, my social media platforms, and there's nothing scattering my brain. Sucks for you, YouTube. You lost one. You lost my energy because I'm not giving it back. And I'm going to try to hopefully teach as many people as I can how to do the same. Stop eating processed fast food. Duh. If you're depressed and eat Wendy's and McDonald's all day, I really don't feel that bad for you. Like, you got to be kidding me. You know you're eating half chicken, half garbage. I don't know what the other half is. But it's not real food. What do you expect? You're going to feel like shit. Food is information as well. You're going to eat a salad? You're going to eat broccoli with garlic and oil? No, you're probably not. When was the last time you had broccoli with garlic and oil? Never. That's why you're depressed, because you need some broccoli and garlic and oil in your life. All right, the next thing, stop complaining. Complaining is directly linked to those negative thoughts, and word is bond. What you say is what you attract. If you constantly complain about your life, if you're constantly complaining about your situation, you're going to attract more of the same. The law of attraction states you will talk things into existence. You will think things into existence. Your thoughts, your words, your actions, they're all correlated. I can't preach that enough. So stop complaining and start being grateful. Stop negative self-talk. Just stop doing it. Your neuroplasticity is so important for you to stop negative self-talk. I know it seems hard, and I know it seems like you're literally trapped, but you're trapped because you've been repeatedly telling yourself you're not good enough. So repeatedly tell yourself you are good enough. Just try it, and then your brain will switch. Your autopilot will switch. You're going to be like, fuck, you know what? I kind of am the shit. You know what I'm saying? You all are the shit. Who's ever told you that? You know what I'm saying? Nobody's ego is that big enough. You're watching this video, hopefully, like if you're depressed right now, and you watch this video, you get the motivation to start chasing your dream, you could be way more successful and bigger and happier than me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think everybody has an amazing purpose inside them that they need to figure out what that is. You know what I'm saying? How can you help people? Start there. How can you help people? You know what I'm saying? All right, stop watching TV. They lie to you. All of the news is fake. I don't mean that from like fake news, fucking like that trending shit that was in the past. I'm saying every channel has an agenda to push a political stance or to keep you just mind controlled. I wish I could make my eyes like do something dope, like in the J. Cole videos. I'm gonna hire somebody to do some dope shit like that. I could probably figure it out, whatever. But they're telling lies to you to keep you entertained. Entertainment is ruining your life. While you watch other celebrities who who literally sold their soul for the fame, right? Like they sort of did, because the companies, the directors, the music industry, the movie industry, they're now owned. You know what I'm saying? If they're not, they're now forced to push an agenda because they want to make money and they want to have the fame. And to have the money and the fame, you have to push drinking lean, popping pills, fucking hoes. Movies have to, it's more in the music industry, less in the movies. Probably just as much in the movies. I'm just not as, knowledgeable about it. But think about it. All these movies and TV shows and mainstream music that you're listening to, all this shit's got an agenda. So just when you become aware of that, you start listening to some 432 Hertz, and you start listening to yourself, and you start following your own dream, bro, you can't be depressed. You're gonna feel great every day. You're gonna be like, yo, I'm impacting people's lives. I'm helping companies flourish. I'm working out every day. I feel amazing. Like, start saying these things to yourself. I say these things to myself now. I didn't always. And the last thing, stop being ungrateful. What the fuck did T.I. say in that one song with Rihanna? Stop looking at what you don't got and start being grateful for what you do got. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're breathing today, you can see out of both your eyes. Your limbs work, your hands work. You're doing good, right? If you have fresh water to drink today, if you have food to eat today, you have people who love you, who you're gonna see them today, you're doing way better than a lot of people. So be grateful for that every day. All right? Stop focusing on what you don't have and start being grateful for what you do have. After this, I highly recommend you guys taking notes on everything I said here. I could put my all this stuff in a PDF for you guys that you guys can download. Put that in my Balance University Limitless course. That's coming soon, guys. So I hope this video helps you in some way, shape, or form. I hope that whatever you're dealing with, you take it amongst yourself to overcome it and not rely on a man-made pill that is... You have to be mindful of what the fuck you're doing, bro. Like, are they profiting on that antidepressant? Yes or no? Oh, they are? Okay. Are they profiting if you meditate? Yes or no? Oh, they're not. Okay. So which one are they going to tell you to do? Think about it. Subscribe if you want. Deuces.
Internet money, bitch!